Let's begin today's class in a seated position, coming and finding a comfortable seat on your mat. Hands resting on your knees, palms facing up or down. Closing your eyes and slowly beginning to arrive as you notice your breathing. Taking deep, slow breaths in through the nose and exhaling slowly out. Inhale and bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. And let's set an intention for this practice. A word or a phrase, something to repeat every time our hands come back to this position. Something you want to work on today or manifest in life. Repeat it to yourself silently one more time. And then lower your hands back down to your knees. We'll start with a seated cat-cow. So inhale and open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin, and exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, arch the back, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine. We'll take a seated twist. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead, and exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to your right knee. Reaching long through the crown of your head, and exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. Keeping everything gentle here. It's a gentle flow. You can take this as gently, as softly as you want. Just warming up the spine. Inhale to come back through center, arms up overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale back to center, arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe walking your hands out long, stretching those arms out. Maybe rounding the spine and letting your head reach toward the ground. Or keeping the spine long and straight as you fold, your choice. Inhale and walk your hands back towards you, lifting your chest up. And as you exhale, find table. Hands come directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Engage the core, level out the back. Neck is in a neutral position as well. And let's take a few hip circles here. So moving in one direction, sinking your hips back, moving them forward, making those circular shapes, as big of circles as you'd like, as little of circles as you'd like. Whatever feels good. And switch sides, switch directions. Rotating the other way now. And after your next complete circle, return back to tabletop. And next we'll find a calf stretch. Extend your right leg back, placing your toes on the ground. And then gently shift your weight back into that foot, seeing if you feel that up through your calf. Maybe shifting the weight back and holding it. Or maybe you're pulsing a little bit here. And bringing that leg back into tabletop, we'll switch sides, extending the left leg back, toes on the ground. Shifting the weight back into those toes. Seeing if you find that stretch on this calf as well. And return to tabletop. Taking a breath in table. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Lifting those hips up and back. Taking a few moments to pedal out the feet here. Or shift the hips side to side. Finding whatever feels good. Just warming up the whole body. Still squeezing those shoulder blades together throughout this. And inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk to the top of the mat, forward folds. We'll hang out in this forward fold for a little bit. Really just waking up the whole back side of the legs. And take a ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands. Let that neck relax. Maybe nod your head in yes or shake the head no. They let all of that hang like gravity, pull you closer to the ground. Maybe shifting side to side. And then on your next inhale, slowly begin to roll up into Tadasana or come up with a flat back, whichever you prefer. Meeting me in mountain pose, taking your time to get there. Placing your hands by your sides, engaging every muscle, lifting up through the crown of the head. Let's go through our sun salutations. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, reaching long, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the ground, shins or your thighs, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, drop your knees, and exhale, keep those elbows in tight, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra, pushing through the hands, opening the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog, lifting those hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees to Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up, finding that standing pose, and exhale, your hands to the center of your chest in prayer, repeating that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead. And exhale, keep the length as you swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, drop the knees. And exhale, lower all the way down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra, again opening the chest, finding that back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching long. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention once again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find that length, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, drop the knees, and exhale, lower all the way down to the ground, one straight line. Inhale, cobra, open the chest, and exhale into downward facing dog, taking your time to get there. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, upward salute, sweeping those arms up long, and exhale the hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating your intention once again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, downward dog, planting the hands, stepping back. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, keeping those hips level. And exhale, step the foot forward between the hands, low lunge. Drop the back knee down to the ground and take a moment to square the hips, pulling the right hip back and pushing the left hip forward. And then on your inhale, find an easy twist, reaching the right arm up to the sky, opening the chest, really reaching through those fingertips. Seeing if you can open up the chest a little bit more. And exhale, bring that hand back down to the ground. Inhale here. And then exhale into half Hanumanasana, half splits. Extending that right leg long, straightening it out as you shift your hips back. Maybe folding over that front leg. Of course, option to go into the full split if that is in your practice. Taking nice deep breaths here either way. Inhale back into low lunge and then come into crescent lunge, bringing your arms up long overhead, reaching through your fingertips once again, really reaching for the sky. And exhale back into low lunge, bringing the hands down to frame the foot. Inhale into plank, lifting the back knee, stepping back with the foot and dropping both knees back down to the ground. And exhale, chaturanga, lowering all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra, going however deep in that back bend you want. And exhale, downward facing dog, taking your time to get there. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, low lunge, step the foot forward between the hands. Drop that back knee down to the ground and take a moment to square your hips, pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward. Find the easy twist on this side, inhaling the left arm up to the sky, reaching through those fingertips, engaging those fingertips, opening up the chest, and then opening it up a little bit more. And exhale, returning that hand back down to the ground. Low lunge once again. Inhale here. And find the half split on this side as you exhale. Straightening the left leg, sinking the hips back. Folding over the left leg if that's comfortable. Or again, taking the full split if you'd like. Inhale, returning to low lunge, and then coming up through crescent lunge, lifting the arms up overhead, leaving that back knee down on the ground. Reaching through your fingertips, opening the chest to the sky. And exhale and find low lunge once again. Inhale into plank, dropping those back knees. And exhale through chaturanga, lowering all the way down to the ground. Inhale, finding cobra. And exhale into downward facing dog. Take one more breath in this down dog. And as you exhale, find child's pose, dropping the knees down to the ground, sinking the hips back, placing the forehead on the mat. Finding what's most comfortable for you here. Keeping the knees close together or spreading them wider apart. As you close your eyes and breathe. And on your next breath, walking your hands over to the right, seeing if you can find a stretch alongside the outside of your body. Inhale and walking the hands back through center. And exhaling, walk them over to the left. Breathing deeply into your belly. Inhale and walk the hands back to center once again. And exhale everything out here. Inhale and begin to make your way up onto your knees. When you get here, we'll take a gentle toe stretch or an intense toe stretch, whatever you'd like. So, coming up and tucking your toes underneath you so that your toes rest on the mat. And then letting your hips rest on your heels. Finding the stretch through the back of the foot, through the bottom of the foot, through the toes. Keeping that chest open, hands resting on your knees, your thighs. And if it gets too intense, then just lift up out of it for a little bit and re-enter the pose whenever you're ready. if you're ever ready. One more inhale here. And exhale, come out of the pose. Still in a kneeling position, but letting those feet lie flat. And we'll find baby camel next. Walking your hands behind you, placing your hands so that your fingers are pointing towards your toes. We'll find this gentle back stretch. So inhale to lift the hips, squeeze those shoulder blades. Option to let your head drop back or to keep your chin tucked into your chest. Still finding your breath while holding this pose. And exhale to release. And then swinging your feet around so that you're sitting with your feet in front of you, legs stretched out long. And as you exhale, lie down, slowly bringing yourself down to the mat. Inhale and bring your knees into your chest. We'll find a supine pigeon. Starting with your right foot, crossing your right foot at the ankle, on top of your thigh, close to your knee. Grabbing on to your left thigh with both hands, and then pushing away your right knee away from you. Pulling that left leg closer towards you while you push away with the right knee. Seeing if you find that stretch in the outer hip. Flexing through both feet here. Maybe engaging the left leg so that the left shin is parallel to the ground instead of just resting. One more inhale. And exhale, release the pose, and we will switch sides. Supine pigeon on the other side. Bringing your left foot at the ankle to cross over the right leg, letting that ankle rest close to the knee, but on the thigh. Grabbing onto the right thigh with both hands. Pulling that leg towards you while pushing away with the left knee. Flexing through both feet. And maybe keeping the right shin parallel to the ground. And closing your eyes and relaxing into this pose. One more inhale. And exhale to release the pose, keeping those knees tucked into your chest. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, drop the knees over to the left for a supine twist. Extending the right arm out long. Gaze over the right fingertips. Trying to keep that left shoulder blade and the right shoulder blade on the ground. Maybe your left hand rests on top of your knees. So you keep your eyes closed, taking deep breaths in and slowly letting them out. Inhale, bringing the knees back to the center of the chest. And exhale, dropping them over to the right, extending the left arm out long. Gaze over the left fingertips. Right hand rests on top of the knees, aiming to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Again, breathing slowly. Inhaling and bringing the knees back to the center of the chest, giving them a nice little squeeze. And exhaling for Shavasana, lowering everything down to the mat. And finding the most comfortable Shavasana for you. Spreading the legs and the arms as wide apart as you'd like, taking up as much room as you would like. Flipping the palms up or flipping them down. Snuggling the shoulder blades underneath you so that they lie flat on the mat. Letting the fingers curl. Letting your toes fall to the side. Letting go of any further tension in your body. And letting go of your breath. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out. Taking another deep breath in and letting it all out. Slowly returning to the space around you, returning to your body. Maybe bringing movements into your fingers and toes. And then rolling over onto one side. Maybe using your arm as a pillow. And push yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed all the way if that's comfortable for you. Bringing your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. Repeat that intention you set at the beginning of practice once more. Bowing your head towards your hands and sealing that intention in. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste.